morning. I'm Neela Bond, and I'm the wellness specialist here at Alverno College. Today we're going to talk about stress relief, and we're going to do 3 poses that will help you with dealing with your stress from the day, from school, from life, everything that you encounter throughout your experience here at Alverno. The first pose that we're going to do is legs up the wall. The second pose will be child's pose, but it'll be a supported pose, and I'll show you how to do that. And the third one is corpse pose or shavasana, and that's complete relaxation. You want to stay in that one about 20 minutes if possible. At the beginning, that'll be a little bit of a challenge, but eventually you'll work up to it. So the first pose is legs up the wall, and it's done with your legs along the wall. And you'll see that I have 2 mats set up very simply here, crossing each other. You don't need 2 mats. You don't need a yoga mat at all. I'm just using them to protect me against the floor. So, legs up the wall. We're about 6 inches away from the wall with your hips. And we're going to lay on our side and bring our legs all the way up to support us. Back is nice and flat. Notice that my legs are quite a bit of a distance away from the wall, which is fine. And we want those arms down and relaxed. You can hold this pose with your knees bent or your legs extended. And we want to try to relax as much as possible and let our body just breathe and relax against the gravity. A good 5 or 10 breaths in this pose, closing your eyes, is sufficient. And then to come out of the pose, you're going to bend your knees, pull them into your chest, and again, roll over onto your side and coming up. The next pose is child's pose. And notice that I'm using my yoga bag, which has a mat inside, and I'm going to make a bolster to help support me as I do this pose. Placing it on the floor, our knees are nice and wide, and you're going to sit back on your hips and your heels. Now, if your knees bother you, you don't have to do that. You can just kneel. But we're going to bring our chest all the way down to help open up our back and turn our head to one side. And again, we're going to hold about 10 breaths. And you're going to turn your head to one side for 5 breaths and then come over to the other side. Nice deep breaths in and out. And we're going to do 5 good deep breaths on the other side and come up. You can repeat this as many times as you want. Again, the same thing with the legs up the wall. You can do the same thing there. The last pose is shavasana or corpse pose. And I know that's an odd name, but the important thing is that you realize you're going to be relaxing as much as possible. So we're going to come all the way down. Legs extended, completely relaxed in the legs, completely relaxed in the arms, closing our eyes, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out, and just giving ourselves permission to be still and to come in contact with the mat as deep as possible. Breathing deep in through the chest, allowing our belly to rise and fall. Again, we want to hold this pose for about 20 minutes if we can, slowly working up to that 20-minute hold. When you're ready to get up, you're going to extend your right arm over your head and roll over onto your right side. Taking a few seconds here just to kind of readjust, allow your blood pressure to come back up, and then you can come to a seated position. During these stress relieving poses, you can play music if you want to, you don't have to. Sometimes just the silence is enough to help you relax, and those are stress relieving poses.